There is one issue that both the Conservative Party and the European Union are on the same page about not having another general election in 2018, according to Jane Foley, a senior currency strategist at Rabobank, speaking to Bloomberg. She said, "It's very difficult to say, but right now it certainly seems a little bit less than perhaps it has done. Of course, one of the reasons for this is that the Conservative Party, yes, of course, they are massively deeply divided, but they're probably united on one thing, is that they don't want a general election, because, of course, the threat that Corbyn could win that election, so they're divided, but they don't want that election, and certainly not before Brexit." Bloomberg Getty Brexit news. Neither the Conservatives or the EU want another election, Foley said. They're frightened about putting too much pressure on May. Jane Foley: "I mean, I don't think anyone realistically expects May to be there to fight another general election in the full term. But I think they want her to be there ahead of Brexit in March next year." Ms. Foley added that the European Union also does not want another election, as it could see them facing off against a Brexit hardliner in negotiations if Mrs. May was defeated. Foley said, "It's not only the Conservative Party that don't want the election. The Europeans are frightened about putting too much pressure, or at least we've heard they're frightened about putting too much pressure on May. She could lose her job and then they could be fighting or doing the Brexit talks with a hardliner." Ms. Foley also said that clarity about the transition period and trade talks would help calm nerves and instill confidence about Britain's exit from the EU. She said, "We have come to a certain distance with respect to the Brexit talks. The market is expecting over the next weeks, the next few months, some sort of confirmation about the transition period. I think that's probably a good thing, but there is still a huge amount of uncertainty about the issue of trade, and I think that could still put a real spanner in the works in terms of confidence about the Brexit talks, how the tone of them will be, and also, of course, a big what if for sterling."